Good morning. This morning, I want to take you on a front yard July garden tour. This is completely unplanned. Literally just woke up. And so I thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this video while it's cool. The sun's not shining on the garden and you can see how beautiful it is. I am so excited. So I am Kim in Zone 7B, North Carolina, and I planted Supertunia, Vista, Bubblegum from proven winners across my entire front yard this year for the very first time. And I cannot explain to you how gorgeous. We did have a big rainstorm last night, and so the petunias aren't quite open. They're laying down just a little bit, but I still think you're gonna be able to see. And look over my shoulder, isn't that gorgeous? So that is my Limelight hydrangeas, and my little lime that are not so little in my front yard, they not so good. So let's turn around and look. The birds are serenading us this morning. It is so beautiful. Such a beautiful morning. It's actually like 70, 75 and just so nice. So let's do this fast before that sun peeks over the top of those trees, and I'm sure it's coming. So I planted a lot of this. I started from seed. Nothing direct sown in this garden. So I have my clematis that I planted last year. Got it from Walmart. It was one of those $5 bags, and it's bloomed twice this summer and kind of petered out now. And then I have zinnias, and they were winter sown, and they were started in seed trays. So I'm not sure which these are, but this is the cactus blend zinnias, and I absolutely love them. I think they're so pretty. They're ruffly. Then we have ageratum. Up front is where I have my white ageratum. I don't know why I don't have any in the back, but so I have all three colors in one area. So this is the purple, and it kind of changes. It's called blue, but it's purple. And then, as you can see, it kind of gives a blue look. And then that's the red. And then here is the white. I planted ageratum all across the front. Can't say I love it. I don't. It's very pretty in my garden. It is not pretty up front. It just kind of lays all over everywhere. And I'm sure I was supposed to have staked it, but I didn't. Just give you a little tour of the front before I show you. This is going to be a quick tour. It's very messy. I have black-eyed Susans, a Eden climbing rose in the back. That is from Witherspoon Roses here in North Carolina. Somewhere in here I have an encore azalea, and then look. I think I have decided this year, I even tried to prune from the bottom, but I have decided I'm going to go ahead in this fall, and I'm going to pull these two out and just move them somewhere where they can do what they're supposed to do and not be restricted like they are here. And then I'm going to put something a little bit smaller and not so massive in the front. I think they're really pretty, and they were really pretty before the rain came last week. More zinnias. I have some knockout roses that I need to prune back. I need to deadhead these zinnias, but they're so pretty. I probably will tie them up to the gutter because they are laying over, as you can kind of see from the back side here. And really, really pretty. And then I have my espalier up here that needs a little haircut too. I'm going to give you a back view. This is a Kimberly Queen fern. So I decided to jump down and give you a little bit better view. So in the back, we have the knockout roses here. These roses are fantastic. You don't have to do anything to them. You don't have to spray them, deadhead them, and they bloom all over themselves all summer long. However, I want to fatten them up. So because I want to fatten these shrubs up, meaning I want them to be wider, I don't want them to form a hedge, but I do want them to fatten up before they get tall. I'm going to come in and take the tall growth out, and what that's going to do is it's going to cause lateral growth, and it's going to fatten the shrub up. And then across the back here we do have August beauty gardenias. I have 3 of them. Can't really see them because of the all of the stuff in front of them, but these will be here long after everything has sort of wilted away from the summertime. And I also have the bubblegum back here. I wanted it to be pretty on both levels. It looked a little bit bare, so I went ahead and popped some in on this wall. And then you can see the backside of the dahlias and the zinnias and the black-eyed Susans, and of course this specimen of beauty. Take note of all of the pollinators, the bees. There was a butterfly just now. The wind blew, so it flew away, but look at all of them. It is just like the bee hub, the bee meetup. And this is anise hyssop. I hope I'm saying that right. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, and then tell me how to pronounce it. And take into account that I do have this very thick southern accent, so if I'm just messing it up just a little bit, just save your breath. And please remember, all of this was grown from seed, and the majority of the seed was from the Dollar Tree, each seed pack not even costing $1. So 50 cents I think was the most that I paid. So this is from the winter sowing method and seed trays under Grow Light. So I want to encourage you, this can be done. You start a little early, January-ish, depending on your zone, and then I'm telling you, this is so worth it. I cannot encourage you enough. All right, and then let's look down the front. So as you can see, I'm on the right side of my steps, right facing. And right here we have an Anthony Water spirea. And then we have 2 massively overgrown hydrangeas. I have never been able to get but maybe 1 bloom out of them. I thought because we had loropetalum that were crowding them, I pulled out loropetalum and cleara that were massive behind. And the hydrangeas, despite my watering and my fertilization efforts, they're just a big green plant that is massive. So this is why I decided I was going to go ahead and film this morning. I am going to come in and cut them all the way back. I want to be able to see what's behind, and I want to allow everything sort of to not look so overgrown and crazy, although that's kind of the look I was going for, overgrown and crazy. These are just a green blob of, they're not doing anything. There is our hidden azalea, and then more dahlias. So pretty. These are gorgeous. This is the rainbow mix from American Seed, and then also right here I have zinnias. Gorgeous, blooming all over themselves. Came up on the corner of my lot, and we have quite our assortment here. And so what I'm going to do, because the Supertunias have just really taken over, I am going to come in and pull out this feverfew and the salvia. I have some salvia in the back. It's just, it can't compete. And this is only 3 plants, you guys. I just, oh, and there's some catmint in here. I won't pull that out. And then here is an overall view. I just wanted to give you guys, as the sun peeks out. This is an apple tree that we have that we planted maybe 6-7 years ago, and it's massive. Every year for the last 3 years, so it has rust, maybe something else. It produces fruit, it gets all of its leaves, and then all of them shrivel up, fall off, fall to the ground like it's fall, and then regenerate before fall. It's the craziest thing, and it's gotten a little bit worse this year, so this may mean, you know, the time has come to take it down. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to, because it's so enjoyable and such a pretty tree. But if any of you have any advice on this apple tree, I don't know what kind it is. I want to say it's a They don't get red. They're just a yellowy green. Let me see if I can find an apple to show you. So any advice is welcome. Over here, this is sort of a mixed bag of things, and I'll start over here. So we have a double file viburnum, one of my most favorite plants of all time. I love it because it looks like a dogwood, and the blooms seem to float when it does bloom. Then I have my Limelight hydrangeas. These are the standard Limelight, not little lime. They are by proven winners, and planted them about 3 years ago. So everything over here has the drippings from the sap of the poplar tree here. This is the tulip poplar. And what then happens is the black sooty mold attaches to that, and that's what you're seeing. It's not harmful. You can wipe it off. It's just dirty. A lot of times you see these on crepe myrtles where the aphids, the leaf suckers excrete the honeydew, and then it attracts the black sooty mold. So that's not the case here. I have a mess over here. This is going to be my project this fall. I'm going to really try and landscape this. And then right here I have my dad's memorial rose that's kind of getting overtaken by the hydrangeas, and then my mother-in-law, my husband's mom, that passed away as well. And then we have one knockout rose that has survived, and I really want to, whatever I do across the front, I want to incorporate here or do something over here. This is full sun all day long. I would like to try some of the Supertunia. I think there's one called a pink cashmere that's coming out that looks so beautiful, and I think that would be really pretty along here, but we'll see what I can find in North Carolina Garden Center. So we made it. I am so excited to have gotten this done as the sun is peeking over the trees. I am so excited to see what August brings and what this garden has turned into. My goal was to create a cottage feel, just an explosion of color and plants on plants on plants, and I think I have achieved that. And it's kind of overwhelming. I think that I want to tidy it up just a little bit, not a lot, and kind of get it in control a little bit, just a little bit, and allow the deadheading so that the plant's not trying to send energy to spent blooms. And that's that. So I am going to end this video. I want to thank you so much for being part of my day and watching this video. If you've made it this far in my ramblings and my bedhead and no makeup, but I appreciate you accepting me as I am, and because this is me. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Try and stay cool, drink lots of water, get your hands dirty, but only if you've got your sunscreen on, and you do it maybe when it's cool at night. The temperatures aren't going to stay warm for long, so I'm just trying to really enjoy what summer has brought. So maybe even go and get in the pool. I think that's what we're going to do today. So I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. Take care.